I have a glass of water here. Imagine that I take a drink and my thirst is quenched and feels good, and I say, wow, what an amazing glass. You could see through it. It holds water. Thank you so much, glass. What's wrong with that picture? Well, it's the water that refreshed me, not the glass, though the glass did play a part. And so it is with pastors and church planters. They play an important part, but God is the main thing. Welcome to Truth Talk with Ed Skipper, published every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Notice God's part and the pastors and church planters' part as the Apostle Paul writes to the Corinthians who were following people instead of the Lord. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 5 through 8. What, after all, is Apollos and what is Paul? Only servants through whom you came to believe, as the Lord had assigned each his task. I planted the seed, Apollos watered it, but God made it grow. So neither he who plants nor he who waters is anything, but only God who makes things grow. The man who plants and the man who waters have one purpose, and each will be recorded according to his own labor. And so who are we to be impressed with? The Lord of all, not people. People, in particular servants and pastors and church planters, are like bat boys in baseball. They have an important role, but it's not the main role. I remember one of the very few times we heard a lot about bat boys. It was during a World Series in which the San Francisco Giants were playing, and Dusty Baker was the manager. He had a 3-year-old son who was the bat boy. And that 3-year-old bat boy came out at the wrong time when there was about to be a play at the plate. And one of the other players not involved shoved him away and moved him to the side so that he wouldn't get hurt. And after the game, the cameras caught this 3-year-old bat boy crying because the Giants had lost the game. Seldom do you see that kind of attention on a bat boy. People come to see people like Barry Bonds, not the bat boy. And so it is in the church. Pastors are to be honored, but not overly esteemed and not pitted against one another as what the Corinthians were doing. So how about you? Have you fallen into the trap of overly focusing on human leaders instead of the Lord himself? Now make sure you check out the previous 85 episodes of Truth Talk. There's a lot of value in them. And until next time, may you be enamored with the Lord Jesus Christ and not fall into the trap of being overly enamored with human beings.